Hello, welcome back to tech section of Vinci Study. In this session, we are covering the HTML, CSS, JavaScript table structure part 3. So let's right click and create a new text file. Just rename it to table structure. Now right click on it and rename it with extension to HTML and then click on yes. Now right click and open it in Firefox. There it go, we have the new HTML file, right? So now we can quickly add some of the HTML tags inside that. So starting with HTML head and so on, so that has been explained earlier. So proper tag to be closed for each opening and closing. Let's add body element, let's slash head and slash HTML. So guys, can you tell me the typo mistakes in this table structure elements in the comment box? Please do that. Now I have added the table structure example in the title, and inside the body I have given a header table structure, right? You can see it. So now let's add the table element, starting with table, and just close it with table, otherwise your design will distort. And we have directly the T body inside that, but let's start with TR, and we will put the table header first and then T body. So I have added it TR. TR means the table row and TD means table data, so where the data we can display. TH means table header. So header is just like you have seen some of the forms like name, student, roll number, etc. at the top, which comes in the black bold letters. They are different than the item listed below. So there will be a heading, a kind of header. So we are adding some headers here in TH. So the first row will be the header row. You can count it, or simply if you do not use the TS, then it will also doable. You can add the TD instead of TH, but you can format it as per your choice and coloring. Say I have the 4 headers: name, class, roll number, and you can see the date of birth. So I'm correcting its tag. We will see copy paste. So next I'm adding the T body, where that's a table body. I'm opening the tag T body and closing it, and inside that I will use the TR with the actual data. So the data can come from the database or from any sources, or you can have your master data, predefined data, right? So you can simply copy from the top and replace it with TRTD. So let me to correct the slashes also, right, from the top. So I am replacing the TH with TD in the main body section. You can also replace it in the TR in the header section also. I have explained you, but you can go with the T body structure with TD. So here in TR we have there will be a row for student, like student name, any name like name 1, then class will be 5th, 6th, 7, or roll number maybe 36, 7, 8, 23, or anything, and date of birth can be depend upon the child's date of birth. So these data can comes from like many sources. So now let me to copy again. So I am replacing it with the student name row for the first row and the first column, and the first row and the second column I have 5th class, and the first row and third column will be 35, and second row first column Richa, second row second column fifth, second row third column will be 23, and first row fourth column put any date of birth as per your choice. This will be your raw data. And second row fourth column you can add any date of birth based on the student profile. So date of birth data should be corrected. Should not be at 2021 something, because the student is studying in 5th class, so there might be 7 year of difference between their ages to now, right? So approximate. So you can see this is the table structure has been appeared inside the browser. So now we can do the formatting again. For the header one first, or at the body we can define the whole page color. So for that we can have one more tag, style. Let me to show you the example. Inside the style we are adding some header class. There will be a class which can be applied to some of the element where we write the class name, the particular CSS that we will return, that will be applied on that anchor tag, tags, HTML tags, sorry. Yeah, it's a header. So I have created a class. So how you have to create the class, just put the dot and put any name. Say if you are doing the styling on the header, then put the dot header, or first row header, second row header, you can also rename that. So now if I put class is equal to header inside the h1, right, this background color gray and color will be white will be applicable. Or simply there are predefined styling also. H1 I can also will show you, will that h1 also be applicable, become applicable, right? So this table structure has been applied in the styling. So similar way we can write for the other elements also. There are predefined div, HTML, table, table, tr, td. For all we can also simply add common CSS to all of the element by specifying. We'll show you just a little after. So now let me to set the margin. So I'm putting margin. You can add the percentage width in percentage or pixels and etc. But you have to make the adjustment of the screen, how the screen will look like. You have to equally leave the margin from the right hand side, or if you want to display it in the center, or if you have some special design, then you can adjust it big from the left and the small from the right hand side. So let me to center it, the table structure, right? So table structure header has been centered with this class. So now let me to show h1. See, these are the predefined. So if I am not specifying any user defined class name like header, my first header, first row header, second row header, but simply if I am specifying the h1 only without the dot and something, so header h1 whatever the element we will write here without any class, so that will remain applicable. You can see it here, right? So for the differentiation I have just put the yellow color in the h1. So now you can say for the table I will show you. Yep, there we go. For the whole table element, it automatically map the CSS background color, margin left and margin right to the table one. So we can adjust it the CSS like way. So same, this is this styling can be moved to the CSS file also. We'll show you once we'll use the Visual Studio, right? How to add that, how to link that CSS file, and in order to remove the styling from the page side, only the class name will be written. So now Coming back again, let's move to the header and put the class header and remove these predefined tags in the styling, right? So I have removed the predefined stylings, and uh, so for differentiation, for the header one, you can put up only the header class, and for table one you can have your user defined class, table row, or table student table, or kind of something like that. You can add and put it inside the uh, table element. So here I have applied the class name header to the header element, and the student table to the student table element. So let's see it in the browser. So design has been adjusted. So now we have also to make the width of the table equal to the table structure header. So let's do that. Before that, let's add some more content, so our the HTML page will looks like good and impressive. So let's add some div and put some school name inside that. Let's set the background color to light pink. So let's adjust its height to 90 pixel. So why the light pink is not coming? Because we have missed the double quotes in style tag. So let's add the double quote and save the form, and just refresh it. So the pink background will appear onto the form here. So guys, these small corrections can be valid and can come if you type in the notepad, but if you are using some editor, then it will directly show you some kind of error that you have not closed the or open the double quotes tag or something like that. So just please take care of that. So now we are just applying width is equal to 100% to the table element. You can see the table has been shifted little outside, so we are going to adjust it just under the table structure header. So let's do that. Let's adjust to the 75% of width, so it will come little just under the table structure. Now we can make the left align to the header one so that it will come properly. So let's add width is equal to 700 pixel. So still you can see the name, class, roll number and date of birth are not just under the table structure. So let me to add 900 again. So let's troubleshoot it. Let's add more width to the tr of the student table. Let's add 900 pixel and put the inline styling to the tr if the tr is not matching. So let's try that. It's still not matching, still not being aligned to the bottom. Let's troubleshoot again. So let's add inline style to the tr. Let's add style, it's equal to So there will be a left line issues, there might be. Let's see that. Let's add style width is equal to 900 pixel for the first row to be aligned in the left and just come together at the bottom. So for all rows of the table I have also applied the inline styling style width is equal to 900 pixel. So let's add 900 to the table because it doesn't make any sense. So let's add first to see and troubleshoot where actually the problem is. So most of the developers sometimes find difficulty. There will be a small problem, but they do more and more coding. So just avoid it. There will be I will show you the real issue. For every row, say for 900 pixel is a row, then equally divide the column to the 900 pixels. Say for 220, 220, 220 and 220. It's kind of that. It should be 900, approximate 900 it should be there. So now the only issue remains is that the header row should be the left line. Let's try to add margin width 900 pixel to the T body section, but it still not work. So let's add the main tr or header where we have a specified name, class, roll number and the date of birth. Let's add text line to the left. The text should be shifted to the left. Let's see it now. This texture looks good. Now we can color it and format it. So let's do that. So I'm removing the unnecessary styling on the rows, table rows. Yep, I have removed that. Keep the design simple for and in understandable format. Let's add more styling to this table structure page. So let's copy the background color and the color element of CSS into the TR and put the background color to black for every row, and the color should be the white, like the white text should be easily visible on the black background. So let's add the TD height. So TD will be the predefined HTML tags, and the CSS inside that will be automatically applied to them. You can see now. So we have the full rows and header are of 900 pixels, and we are having a black color in the all table rows. Let's separate it. There is a separation of control. We should separate the body th where we have written name, class, roll number and date of birth to the separate class, and we'll apply it on this class is equal to tr body. Class is equal to tr body. Now you can see now it's look more impressive now because we have separated it, and it's a very good idea that to separate all the things that we are using for each element. For header element rows we have separated the class, and now for TD, for all TDs like Amit, Richa, roll number and all, I have put the background color to orange. Now look at this will be filled up with the orange color. Orange color are displaying as the data that we receive from the database or some other sources or our own perceptionist data, but header row will be the fixed one. So we have fixed the header, and you can see we have the loop. So let's add more to copy the two rows of Amit and Richa and paste it just below that to make the 4 rows of data. Let's add and change some of the date of births. so the design will look more good with the more rows. So remember that these rows can be, you can loop it if you have some data sources from the database or some Excel sources. So to fetch the data from Excel or from the database where there are 100 and 1000 of record, you can loop it inside this tbody tr, and accordingly the data will be get displayed, right? You can see now it's a good one. Now let's add how to add the call span and how to merge the whole column into a one row. Let's go with that. So what we do is that below this we are adding one blank row stating some of the information, that top one are from that class and below one from are for data from the another class. So we will add just one more row here where we will use the call span on the table data element, td element. Let's see that. So I have added a 6th class student, Suresh. I can rename it to something else, Suresh 1. And above that I am going to add one more tr where only one column will be there with the call span 4. So call span basically merge all the column into a one column within a row. Now let's add the call span is equal to 4 rich one. For this rich one we will add some more information inside that. So this will merge into a single row. You can see it now. Now let's add some text and background color to white. Let's save it and refresh it. Oh, you can see the above student only belong to class 5th. A text has been displayed at the top. Why it is? Because we have not enclosed it into the td. So let's enclose this into the td instead of rich one, and let's do some formatting also. So save it, and you can see that our above student only having the class 5th has appeared in this merged column and then merged row. So now we can have the background color, we have put the white. There will be some mistakes because why we are doing the important key is that because we have set the orange color to all the columns, but we are specifically for this column we are setting the white color. That's why we are putting important. And let's add text align to center so that this text will appear into the center of the row. So we'll troubleshoot it why the background color is not coming as the white for this. See, now the text has been shifted to center, but let's troubleshoot it why the color is not coming as the white. Because in Notepad I have told you earlier that there can be a typo mistake or can be a syntactical errors because this text that we written right, I mean that's right in the text box are only once written. We can, if do not take care of them, then it will be not being given any error to us because it's a simple Notepad, but we are not using any editor, that's why it is not showing us any error. So there will be one syntax mistake inside that. That's why the important css tag is not getting applied. So let's troubleshoot it. Let's add D to the last background color. So you should have a right proper tags. Now look at, say, with the typo mistake, with the we were troubleshooting the things from so many times. So now see, this is the merging I have explained. The table structure has been explained in a simple way. You can apply the css and styling inside that, so you can also make the table structure as per your choice. So now let's make an exercise. We are going to create this table structure where there will be one row, second, third and fourth. There are four rows. Inside this first row we are having the full, we have to do the merging. Then in the second row we have to divide it with the two parts, and in the third row we are having to divide it into the three parts with the height, bigger height, and the fourth one is again with the low height but with the merging of all the four columns. So we'll do this exercise now. We'll explain you with every complex design you are being going to be an expert in designing the web pages. So now let's create another HTML to explain this. Let's save it to table structure 1. I'm omitting extras, table elements, stable elements, to keep only this structure element. Let's try that in a fresh new file. Let's save it first and right click on file name, browse with Mozilla. So this new HTML will be displayed. So I have added the image of the same with the image tag, HTML tag, so that we can compare it side by side what we are doing. So let's start with the table. Let's before designing this, let's add some border, because it will be easily understandable that what we are doing with each row and each column that we are printing inside the web pages. So let's go for it. Let's add tr first. So let's assume that we are having a 4 column. Just you can assume it yourself based on the design. So I have the two design, 2 partition, 3 partition. So you can even use the 5, 6 or 7, but that can be a bigger. Even you can have the bootstraps where it equally divide for each columns and row and can be displayed. So but we are here talking about only the basic HTML. So let's suggest for the 4 columns, and there will be a 4 row first, then one by one we are going to adjust it. We'll give the final touch similar to the images shown just below the international school text. So let's add the 4 column and make it copy of the same row. Let's here use the predefined tag as tr and td, and let's remove the coloring, just only put the border 2 pixels solid black and save it and refresh it. So your design will look like this. So now let's copy the tr 3 or 4 times, right? Just adjust its tr to the right. So let's make the 3 row first. Let's add some information to the each row, that this is going to be the first row and below one is the second row. Let's copy it and paste it to the second row, write it second in place of first, and then paste it to the third row and replace first with third, right? So now for the predefined tags td I already have. Let's see it first. 3 rows displayed with the 4 column each. So let's move on to styling and add a tr predefined tag css, make its height to 50 pixel, right? For td we are also having the 50 pixels. right? Make it little more to 100 and refresh it. Now the boxes are varying now with its size. So let's move one by one. Make this, as I have explained you, to merge all the column into one. Make the call span 4 to the first row and see it. See, our first row is matching with this, right? So let's add one more row, fourth. Replace the third to the fourth. Now we are going to the second row where we are putting the call span to 2 because we are keeping the equal rows, so we will use only 2 TDs and rest of the TD will be omitted. We can adjust its right side, we can adjust it width or height later on. So now first 2 rows are simple way and we have adjusted it. So now third row we can third row can be a little tricky. Let's try it with one 3 column only, but one column having a call span 2, right, as seen in the photograph or PNG file. So see, the first column will remain as it is. Let's we have to make the width of the column. The second row will be span with the 2. It's a merge of the 2 columns, so there will be a 3, and the last one will be the same column, but we have also adjusted the width of the last column also. So the third row will comprise of this only one call span is equal to 2. So for the fourth one we are also adjusting some height and make the same call span 4 to the fourth one, this way. So let's check for the errors. We have the proper call span to, we can have, we have to add the height before saving it. There is a problem in the third row. Instead of width, we have, because width is automatically fixed, we have to add the height in order to make the third column more, you can see. Now once refresh it, our designs looks like the as per the PNG image format. For the same one, for the fourth row we also have to do the height is equal to 70. Now look at, we have to decrease. Why it is, it is taking the same format now. Now we have to adjust the center and the second column of the third row a little more in size, in the width, more in width. So let's troubleshoot it. Let's do it. Let's add height to each of the column in the third row. Let's adjust it to 200, 200 and the 500 to the middle one, right? So total will be the 900 pixel. So now there we go, we have this third row design. Bit we can adjust it to 250 and the 400 pixel. Now the way you can adjust it. So now this design looks now as per the table, right? So you can increase the height little bit more. Now you can see perfection comes after changing again and again. So add the text to the first row, like table header. So as per the photographs, so table header will be displayed in your first row. Let's add some border and refresh the page. And let's examine the fourth row, why it is not coming under the border. Let's go to and check if we are missing some quotes or tags, or there will be a typo mistake. In style we are forgot to close the double quotes after important. So we are adjusting the height to 30 pixel, right? But that is same, we need to make it bit down, because on table element we already have the 100 pixel of height. That might be creating the problem, right? You can see there is a height on tr, it's adjusted accordingly. So to correct this, we can either remove the width on the given on height given on the td css, yeah, look at, but keep the 100 height to the main tr one and just make it 51 to the bottom one. Yeah, you can see, you can adjust it now, because the td height was creating the problem for this. So this design has been corrected, we have explained you. So thanks for watching this table structure example. Next we are covering css and the javascript.